everyone and welcome back to my channel. First up, before I get into this video, I just wanted to say thank you for all of the comments in my last video. If you haven't seen my last video, I basically spoke on the fact that I've been really struggling to adapt to life after sixth form and also struggling on knowing what to do for like the gap year that I said I was going to have. So really struggling to like make a routine for myself and just knowing like what I want to do and the pressures that come with leaving school. I found that video slightly scary to post because it is probably the most like honest I've been online. Not that I'm like not honest, just because it's something that I was back and forth whether I actually wanted to admit, and the fact that there was so many supportive comments on there which I read through really meant a lot, so thank you. Why did I just like sorry, it's like the first time I've seen daylight today. Anyways, I'm back for another sit down and chat video. Hopefully you guys like these because you're stuck with them. I decided to switch up the camera angle to be more up in your face. I thought it would feel intimate. Now thinking back to that, it's a bit weird. Also, the main actual factor why this is such a close angle is because I don't really want to put my glasses on and I can't see. If you're over there, I'm going to be like this the whole time. Life with bad eyesight. Today's video is a little bit more upbeat than the last one though, because guess what? I made a decision. I decided what's next, which is revolutionary, because honestly, before like last week, the weeks before that, honestly, it was like one big crash out. I literally have never felt like that in my life before. I was so back and forth between decisions. I wouldn't say I'm an indecisive person. I usually like know what I want. I had so many different options I could take. I just could not decide. There was loads of foundation courses I could have done. I could have made the decision to maybe save up, do work, travel maybe. I could have made the decision to, you know, get a job for a year that I really liked. I had choices, I just didn't know which one, and that really like stressed me out. And I think I felt a lot of pressure because it was the beginning of my summer holidays and it didn't feel like summer, and I was like, this is not what I want. So after loads and loads of back and forths, I kind of came to the decision of two options I had. I knew that I wanted to do a foundation course. I wanted that structure in my days, but I didn't want it from like a job. I think I really wanted to be continuing to like learn in a way and like experiment with things that I enjoy, because I knew that that would help me figure out what I wanted to do for the year after and at uni as well. So I knew that I wanted to do a course. I wanted that structure in my life. I cannot deal without that structure. I'm not good at motivating myself or creating my own routine, so I kind of just needed something that you get from like education and school. I'm gonna stop touching the table because I'm wobbling, you guys. So I had two options in mind, very different courses, but I kind of had the same idea what I wanted to come out of them both, and that was ideas of like, cinematography and film and feelings of like creating movement through film. That was something that I was like really interested in, so I found two courses which could potentially lead to that as, I don't know, like a career or something like that. The first course was an integrated foundation. If you don't know what an integrated foundation course is, it's basically where you apply to a degree, but that degree includes an integrated foundation course, which is basically an extra year before you continue on to that 3-year degree. But it's integrated, so the way you apply is you have to apply to the degree to do that, but you can always swap once you've done that foundation if you're not enjoying the course. That was one, and that was in film and television production. For a while I was like, I'm just gonna do it, I'm gonna go for this one. I liked the look of it, I really did. There was genuinely nothing wrong with the course. However, after kind of sitting and thinking with it, I just realized it wasn't what I wanted. I actually had a really nice conversation with one of my good friends, and he said to me, I just want you to be able to figure out what you want to do, because I talked to him a lot over the course of year 13 about wanting the gap year and just wanting a break from education. I just wanted that break to be able to figure out what I wanted to do. He kind of reminded me of that, and for me then it kind of embedded in my brain, I don't want to spend all day every day in like an intensive course, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain this. I wanted to be able to have breathing space but still be learning. Does that make sense? So I then found a foundation course. The foundation course is in art and design. It just felt less pressure of a commitment to make. This is actually the same foundation course that my sister did. The reason I picked this foundation course is because it's so well-rounded and a bit, what's the word? Quite free in what you're able to do. You have like a final project, you study art, obviously, design, and you also study bits of film. So for me, seeing that, I was like, okay, I will have the year to do art, which I enjoy, but also I can hone in on figuring out what I want to do, and I can focus in on film instead of just like traditional art, and film is something I'm really interested in. So just because it's an art and design course doesn't mean it doesn't have that like expansive opportunities. And I saw that and I was like, wait, that would be really great, because I'm able to give 100% because I don't feel as much pressure going on. I can make this commitment now. I'm also able to focus in on a project which is potentially about film. Like I didn't see any red flags there, and I was like, that sounds great to do for a year. So I did apply, done my application, I've made my portfolio. I had to show 10 pieces of work. I have got 10 pieces of traditional painting artwork because that's the experience I have in it so far, but I'm hoping to continue into more of a like media and film perspective in the course if I get on. My interview is on Wednesday. It's currently Monday. It's online. I'm a late application. I hope I get in. I'm going to show you guys like my little portfolio that me and my mum put together for it. It was like 10 things. We got the piece of work, we named the work, we said the material it was used in, so like paint, you know, pen, whatever I used to do it, and then the width and the height of that piece so that they can get an understanding of how big the piece is, because it's online and the portfolio is being sent online. It just gives more of an understanding of what it would look like in person. So I'm just gonna scroll through. Okay, first up, this is a Coca-Cola ink pen drawing I did. I tried to show loads of different mediums within this to show that I've done like different types of things, even though my favorite type of like art to do is generally painting. I'm not the best drawer, but I can draw a little. I have in the past. This is a crushed Coca-Cola drawing I did. I actually like this. Coca-Cola can is the name. This is a piece I did as well. This is a still life object study. I don't know how I feel about this one. This is an artist, Suzanne, as well. This is one of their pieces that I embedded in, and it's got a wooden framing around the outside, so it's like almost like you're like looking in through like the wooden glass. What? This is a artist copy. This is Claude Monet Water Lilies. If you didn't know, Claude Monet is my favourite artist. I've got little pieces I got from the Claude Monet Museum on my room, and I went and visited and I was like, oh, j'adore. This is a garden painting. This is a drawing, little doodle. This is a painting as well, up close to some flowers. This is a bench painting. This is Musée Maman Monet. This is the sign to the Monet Museum. I've got this Parisian theme going on. I really love this one. And this is the final piece of a little like garden, and it also has the Louvre and the sign and photos of Monet's work. If you look up close, they all kind of come together a little bit. I really hope they do ask me about these paintings and drawings, because these are ones that I did in school, so they all had meaning behind what I was doing. Therefore, I feel like I can back them up quite a lot. I'm kind of scared. I've never actually done like an interview like online before for like anything like this. I feel like until you get to like uni after sixth form, you don't really have interviews like this. I had an interview for my sixth form, but it was like not this professional. I'm just gonna be myself. But that's kind of my next steps. I will get back to you guys on if I got in. Someone is cooking something disgusting. I really hope I get in. I don't know. I've done all I can though, so... Oh, you're not meant to cross both fingers, are you? That's my update. A lot more positive than the last. So we're getting there, guys. And to anyone who's out there who's just finished sixth form 2 and is still not decided on what they're doing, it is okay. You do not need to decide. It took me so long to decide. Like, literally the whole of my year 13, I couldn't even bring myself to try and decide. So do not feel that pressure. But if you do, like me, you can't really help it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in my next video, hopefully when I'm on a course and putting it out into the world.